Like since what we've seen?
Yeah.
Your favorite scene from the finale?
Where Alice Cooper shows up, of course, as everybody knows. Right?
No, that's a really hard question because I enjoy, so much to do with our show. But I think it's working with these guys and getting to know them, and we've become really tight, kind of a tight family. But I really enjoy the relationships that I've had with these guys, and I think that's what it's all about.
What he needs to say is that his favorite scene is the one where he makes out with me on the couch.
That's what I was
your favorite scene.
Well, we have subtitles later. Then we'll say that. New Zealand subtitles. It was when we were on the couch.
Right.
But in terms of actual on screen scenes and stuff, it'll probably be the party scenes. I really enjoyed that. That was a really fun episode.
The party.
Oh, the party scene.
What's it like for you when you do the musical scenes?
I play the guitar. Singing for me is really, I feel really uncomfortable when I'm singing.
Hence you spend some time with a music teacher.
We know.
Yeah. When I learned that I had to sing on the show, it made me really nervous, and I knew that I was going to have to step out of my comfort zone for sure. But I think I really grew from that. But if I have a guitar in my hand, I feel like I can do anything.
Yeah, and that's great because outside the comfort zone, that's where all the good stuff is, right? And
100%.
And TV can sing. He can actually sing.
I don't know.
Oh, you can.
No, you can sing. We've seen the show. You can sing.
He can definitely shred.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, and wait, he killed it at the rap party, right?
What did he sing?
He played.
He played my favorite song.
Awesome.
Me and Luke was singing, and we no rehearsal, nothing. We just turned up on the day and did it. It was Panama by Van Halen.
That's a great song.
It's my favorite song.
That's your favorite song of all time?
And he shredded
we just ripped it.
It's a great song. So you sang Panama?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. And it was so good.
It was amazing.
Was it just the two of you, or was
Oh,
it
we had a band.
We sang.
What?
I sang, absolutely.
Oh, this
That's the
Joan
thing.
Jett.
is Van Riverdale.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I don't even go to rap parties, much less show up and sing at them. This was awesome. This was all
That was my favorite experience from season.
Why, Roberto? You got to let him sing Panama on the show.
It's
You got it.
Open invitation. Open invitation.
I'm sure if you gave David Lee Roth one walk-on,
Right.
he'd give you the right.
Okay.
One walk-on. He's stuck up in Pasadena right now. He'd get out. He likes it. Lily, for you and Camilla, obviously the relationship between Veronica and Betty is the other heart, if not the actual heart of the Archie series, the legacy, and obviously the crowd. And it truly is a case of opposites attract. So I wanted to get a sense for you guys. How familiar were you guys with the comics before you got on the show?
Not very familiar.
Not very.
No.
So did they throw 1,000 issues at you and you just crash course?
Yeah, I got sent a huge...
I never got mine.
So sad.
It was so sad. But I downloaded the app because I'm a modern gal.
Yeah.
And I just purchased a lot. And then it kind of... Yeah, I kind of got the ones that have through the decades, to kind of get a gist of how it's,
look, she's still
how
really
it's
difficult.
evolved.
Oh.
Yeah, she's still really mean. But yeah, and then we kind of took that as inspiration into...
Yeah, but I think we were also lucky in the sense that we didn't really have any preconceived notions about these girls. We kind of... because we knew that the show wasn't going to be a direct carbon copy of the comics, so we were able to kind of start with a little bit of a blank slate and kind of work up from there and really build these women as three-dimensional, modern, young, little women that they are.
Little girls.
Yeah, and it was very collaborative between us and between Roberto and Roberto.
I have to say, one of the things that when we started working on the show, John and Sarah and Greg and the cast, and everyone, all the executives, they really wanted the show to not be a lot of bitching between Betty and Veronica. They really wanted the girls to be friends.
Thank God.
And I also
that was a good decision.
And I also have to give a shout out to someone who's in the audience, and his name is Tom Sherman. He's over there, and he is an executive at the CW who really believed in this project when a lot of people didn't. And I want to give him full props for something, and that is Fred Andrews. And he really said early on one of the core relationships will be between Archie and his dad. And I think in the pilot there's a big scene between Archie and his dad towards the end of the pilot when Archie talks about his struggles. And I think that's the scene that I kept rewriting over and over again because Tom kept saying it's got to be true. It's got to be true. I have a son. And I just want to give him full props. He also was a big supporter and like, Roberta, don't make these girls kind of catty and things like that. So I want to give him full props for that as well.
Nice. And one of the things too about the show is there's a lot of the complexity of relationships. Obviously, we've seen tonight's episode where Molly shows up as Mrs. Andrews. Very difficult. We're going to see Mr. Lodge in season 2. Yep. There's obviously been issues in your household. Little bit. Yeah. People come, people go, people really go.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Cole, there's your relationship with your father and everything about your father and what that is. What is that like for you? Because Jughead is something who we see more and more sides of as the season goes on, and he's very conflicted about all those things.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of a character that just sort of lives within the nostalgia of like a once pure version of Riverdale. And he sees his family relationships and he sees Betty as a relationship as sort of this more pure version of something that's now been tainted. So he has this nostalgia, which sort of, I guess, is conflicting when he's trying to decide if someone's going to wrong him or not. He's kind of like a beaten dog, and every time he comes back and he's vulnerable and he's seeing if people are going to be nice to him or not. He's still pretty wary. So, you know, in tonight's episode, you see him deeply offended by even what might be a small or large wrong to him and his trust, and that's something that, you know, deeply affects Jughead. So as we're going on, and that episode 12 is a super, super heavy Jughead Skeet episode. That's one of the main dilemmas is how he sort of views Riverdale, how he views his family in relation to a sort of rapidly rotting kind of version of the town itself, and whether he can still kind of maintain a higher morality within it.
Well, that sounds pretty perfect.
It does.
Wow.
What a speaker.
That's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say, but in the edited version, they cut a lot of that out, and it's a story about Fred Andrews.
Well, you know, I mean, you took him in. I mean, you got to give props to that. You took him in.
Yeah, I tried.
Roberto and Sarah, we're going to want to know, so give us something. What's going to happen in season 2?
It's so good.
So good.
Gosh, I don't like some people are so good at teasing and not saying stuff. I think one thing people really love about the show is exactly the genre element and the noir element and the crime and the murder mystery. So really early on, you know, kind of in talking about season 2, we're like, there will even though we're going to solve the murder of Jason Blossom this season, kind of in the next episode, everyone was like, we knew.
Like everybody didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just said hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will for sure always be
A body count.
A body count. A genre element, a strong genre element. There will always be darkness and noir and a mystery aspect. I mean, I love horror stuff. I love gothic stuff. Like the Blossoms are all Flowers in the Attic, kind of, which was one of the books I read when I was a kid. So
that's more like Daggers in the Attic.
Daggers, exactly. So there's always going to be that. So, but I think we're kind of wading into even darker territory.
I think that what we can say about season 2 is, first of all, very excited that there'll be more of it than season 1. And there'll be more Casey.
Yes.
Also good. More of everyone. But I think that one of the things that I really love about the show is, and we always talked about, actually not Twin Peaks, but from talking about David Lynch and talking about the sort of severed ear in that green grass.
Blue Velvet.
You know, and the opening of Blue Velvet. And that sense of the disconnect between the suburban fantasy and the sort of dark reality. And so I think there's a lot more of that in season 2. It's really, Riverdale is... the death of Jason Blossom sent Riverdale, if it was a living entity, into like a little bit of a tailspin, and now it's just like it's a dumpster fire.
But it will
It's
also
really-
be fun.
yeah.
And there will
A
still
fun
be
dumpster
singing.
fire.
Yeah.
They'll still, yes, there will still be fun, but I
Yeah.
think it's a continuation, I think, of the themes of season 1. But
Are we going to see more songs from Josie and the Pussycats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, do people want to see more of Josie and the Pussycats? Oh, so people like Josie and the Pussycats. Okay.
All right, enough. I'm
Just checking.
starting to get hungry.
Just checking.
I get a dog.
No spoilers!
Cole has asked about hot dogs more than anyone has ever asked about anything.
the biggest fight I had with any actor on this stage was with Cole about hot dog. It was like I was like, is this gonna break the artistic collaboration that I've had with Cole? And it's like, and it's
Don't say it.
And I mean, it was intense. We didn't talk for like 3 days. I'm on set. I was like, are we going to be able to get past this dog thing? But in the end, I think we had a great outcome.
It was a breed issue.
It was a breed issue. But it's pretty intense.
There's going to be a press release
Yeah.
that says, Jughead is being recast. Tomorrow.
I wonder if there's anyone that looks like Cole. Yeah. But I have to say, Cole is so passionate about the source material in a way that I think excites all of us. It's really.
insane.
You guys can talk for 3 days about a dog, dude. I mean, come on.
They're both crazy.
Yeah.
I'll just put it that way.
But you're good now?
We're good
yeah.
now. I think so. What's
Cole doesn't look so good.
Once he gets hot dogs, it'll be fine.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Reconcile.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're
Also,
really good.
your character is, let's say, deceptive, to be polite.
Okay.
And playing a lot of different angles here. Looking at that, it feels like that story is kind of the story of the family has been like a slow burn. And we do now know, of course, that your husband's going to show up, right?
Yes.
How do you feel that story? It feels like a secondary plot, but it keeps weaving into the front plot time and time again. How is that for you as an actor?
As an actor, it's been amazing just because I feel like I've gotten to play so many different things in one particular season. Sort of in the beginning, she's just sort of like, oh my gosh, my husband's gone. I can relax. I can explore what this would have been like and just be a mom to my daughter and sort of what if. And then,
And then you start giving money to, street gangs.
Well, in her defense,
Which is what happens when one gets one.
in her defense, she can't escape the life that her and Hiram made as much as she wanted to.
Oh, poor thing.
And so, and some people don't make it easy on her and don't give her a chance. But to me, the core of her has always been her love for her family, her love for her daughter is real, is grounded, is everything. And that question that you asked us in the beginning, about our relationships, it's like we got along immediately right off the bat. And I have a daughter. I'm really, really close with her. I know Cammie is really close with her mom, and we really just wanted to have at least that core relationship there, and then everything else is going to push that every which way.
But no tattoo.
No tattoo. I have a tattoo.
The invisible one.
Yeah.
We're still closer, though.
No.
Well, you sang Van Halen together. Yeah. That's like a Blood Brothers thing.
Look,
Yeah.
I built a chicken coop with. I did carpentry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think has done more manual labor with their on-screen dad?
Yeah, which dad has gotten the child to do more manual?
Yeah. It's very
Well, he
impressive.
had you all doing manual labor.
Yeah.
So did Skeet, though. They're very smart.
competitive.
Very.
That's why you have children,
Yeah.
so they can do
Yeah.
manual labor.
That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we want to take some questions from you guys.
Yes.
We're going to have microphones that are going to go around the room. When you get one, please stand up so everyone can see you, and please say who your question is for.
And if that guy hands it to you, he was in 10th grade when I was in 12th grade. We went to the same high school. And that's fun for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was your high school like the high school of Riverdale?
Not even close. Yeah, a little tiny school, didn't we, John?
Nobody died?
Oh, yeah, we did have some death. That's just the nature of our town. But anyway, it was fun for me tonight. We got
You guys made it
to
up.
meet each other again. We did.
Exactly.
So-
All right, so if you have a question, there's a gentleman there in a blue shirt who has his hand up. And please, again, say who your question's for. And please don't say everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Rethink the question.
My question is for Roberto and the creative team. I'm just wondering why